for this virtual field trip, we are attending the Wizarding World's Harry Potter A Forbidden Forest experience. So it starts out with this photo op with Harry's Patronus, the deer. And here's a sign about saving trees. Oh, and then you can get some non-alcoholic butterbeer. And they had other charming concoctions, including pretzel wands. I didn't try one, but they looked pretty yum. I was more in the mood for some hot food. So I headed over to the Fat Fryer and got myself some English-style fish and chips with some hot cider to stay warm. And there was this beautiful tree. And I passed by some other treats, finished up my apple cider, and I was ready to start my experience into the Forbidden Forest. Another photo op. And then I had to use the spell to turn the lights off.
1, 2, 3.
Then we used the spell to turn the lights back on and illuminate the forest.
You have done fantastic. Thank you so much for your participation. Enjoy yourselves this evening. Stay warm, stay safe.
And then my mile-long walk through the Wizarding World's forest began. It was really cool to see the different color lights going on in the forest, and also there was quite a bit of fog at this part. And then even though his back was turned to me, it was great to see Hagrid. Here you could see Hagrid and his boarhound Fang. Rest in peace to the actor that recently passed that played him in the movies. Then I saw this sign that said, "Beware of the Scroots." Scroots are some scorpion crab type creatures that I'm glad I didn't really run into too many of them. And then I came to the part of the forest with a lot of owls.
The hippogriff, and like how we learned from Hagrid, they are very proud creatures, but also easily offended. So in order for us to show our respect to them, what do we have to do? Bow. Great job, guys. You're absolutely right.
So it was finally my turn to bow to the hippogriff. I made sure to maintain the eye contact. And to my delight, the hippogriff bowed back and I earned his respect. And so my walk through the forest continued and I saw a lot more owls. And then my favorite owl, Hedwig, Harry's owl. I just love this shot with the full moon behind the owl. But then I remembered what else comes out at full moons. Werewolves. These are the conditions where Remus Lupin might want to stay inside so he doesn't become a werewolf. So you can see this werewolf section of the forest is pretty creepy. You gotta move fast through this part. Alright, so I gotta pick up the pace and try to get out of this creepy part of the forest with all these werewolves. Well, in the next section of the forest, I come across this big old giant who seems to belch a lot. Oh, he just burped at me. Oh. So I steered clear of that giant's green burp, and then it was time to use my wand and have a little wand battle. So there were a lot of wand duels going on. These two wizards were battling it out there as well. So then it was time to continue my walk through the Forbidden Forest, and I find a sign, and what does it say? Strange creatures are active at night. And that sure was true, because there was quite a few strange looking eyes and noises coming out of the woods at this section. Next, I was startled to see some centaurs.
Those humans are strange-looking creatures. Muggle clothes. I agree with you. They look quite odd.
I don't know why they were coming for my fit.
Why do they stare at us? Have they never seen a centaur?
That is exactly why I was staring. I never saw a centaur before. And then there was my favorite part of the Forbidden Forest. I get to find out what my Patronus is.
Good job. Wow, nice.
So help me out in the comments, let me know what you think that galloping animal just was. Next, I came across an invisible horse. It's my first time kind of seeing an invisible creature. The next part of the Forbidden Forest was so miraculous. It's hard to make it out, but I saw my first unicorn. It was very hard to identify the unicorn. You had to look in between a lot of trees, but it was there. Never in my life did I think I would see a real unicorn. It was amazing. Next, I got to see some mistletoe. So this little gazebo made out of mistletoe made for a great photo opportunity. So my walk through the forest continues, and what do I find but a whole bunch of fungus. Mushrooms, but not any ordinary mushrooms. These mushrooms glow in the dark, all kinds of crazy colors. So as my walk continued, I had to check. My wallet was in my front pocket. I had my phone, my keys, all my personal belongings hidden out of the way because nifflers are known for stealing people's stuff. Look at those nifflers, those thieving nifflers. Next, I saw the flying Ford Anglia that was enchanted to fly by Mr. Arthur Weasley and saved Harry on numerous occasions, including that time from the spiders. But wait a minute. If I just saw the flying Ford that was last seen saving Harry from the spiders, oh no. Aragog, the king of the spiders, could be close by. These spider webs are not a good sign. They even had signs up in this part that said, if you're afraid of spiders, avoid this section. I didn't want to miss anything, so I faced my arachnophobia. And yikes, spiders! Lots of spiders falling from the ceiling. And they're falling closer to me. They're right above my head. Okay, this too will pass. I will get through this. Yikes, spider right above my head. Spiders everywhere. 8-legged creatures. Yikes. Look at my scared face. Yay. Okay, I'm moving on. This section of the forest was creepy and strange. Someone was putting all these symbols on the trees that were kept vanishing. And I'm not sure if these are Death Eaters or what part of Harry Potter this is from. Let me know if you know what this is from in the comments. More strange vanishing symbols. It's like graffiti on the trees. Towards the end of the trip, I saw Death Eaters flying through the air. These things are super creepy. Then a whole bunch of Death Eaters were converging on us. They were coming all together, like a whole bunch of Death Eaters. These are terrifying. Who can save us in a moment like this? Cast a spell, Harry. Send your Patronus. Do it now. Quick, they're everywhere. Save us, Harry. There's Harry's Patronus, the dear Patronus, lighting the way, getting me out of this forest, this forbidden forest, safely. Wow, thanks, Harry Potter. So, thanks to Harry Potter's Patronus, I was able to safely escape the Forbidden Forest experience. So this concludes my virtual field trip to the Wizarding World's Harry Potter Forbidden Forest experience.